Hey y'all. So today we're doing a lot of riding. I'm currently in Stone Mountain, but I need to go get my toes polished. And I guess I need to try to find something red for tomorrow for brunch. I already had an outfit in mind. It was pink, but now they're saying they want us to wear red. So I guess we're gonna go to Perimeter, try to find something red for brunch. Last minute, so I really don't know how this gonna work. But yeah, we're finna head to go get our toes done. I'll see y'all when we get there. I'm at the nail salon waiting to get my toes done. It's kind of sprinkling outside. I don't like to eat. But yeah, we're ready. I'm gonna just get my toes polished. I'm gonna do it at home pedicure and I'm gonna show y'all how to do one too. Period. I'm finna get my eyebrows did, but I still need to go to the mall. They close at 8 o'clock. It is 6:51. I don't like that. We're running a long time, but I need to go to the mall. Gee, come on. I'm ready to go. Had to get this lady right on my toes. You know, everybody can't do white tip, and I be liking either white or white tip. But I've been getting white tip more, and she was not doing me right, so I had to get her right. Stay tuned. Ooh, my head, my eyebrows look a mess. Everything look a mess.
Do you have advocate? May I help you? Yes, may I help you? When you want to come? Oh, you just call me? Okay, so when you want to come? Oh, so you want to come now or you want, what you want? Okay, so you want to cancel? Okay. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Why this little piece on sit down? Okay, this how we looking. Is my face crooked? I don't know. I'm gonna come back. I had a little unibrow situation going on. Don't hold me, okay? All right. I'm still in here. Trish wanted me to leave her review on Google. So that's what we doing. I'm waiting for her to come back. I already started typing it, but she wanted to do a little picture, so that's what we're gonna do. I need a hairdo. I need to go to the mall. I got 58 minutes. We gotta go. That's not all that. You know I like that. Let me show y'all the food. Honey hot wings, bacon cheddar ranch fries. Ooh. Let's dig in. I'm hungry. I ain't ate since this morning. Gotta get comfortable. Why I keep, it's gonna piss me off. That shit gonna piss me off. Piss me off. Good morning. We are here at the Women's Empowerment Brunch. I'm gonna bring y'all along with us today. Y'all gonna gain some knowledge and we're gonna empower the women. Stay tuned. They getting set up. I know we. No, I don't. We're gonna go have a seat at the table. Okay. Let's go. We can sit up here, closer to the front. We can do the front. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be talking from this way.
Until you get to know everybody in the room. As you can see, when you walk by, there are so many amazing, beautiful vendors that I would love for you to go and talk to. We're gonna open up the brunch in literally 5 minutes. So as you all are eating and sitting down, we're gonna get up and get everything started. Take pictures, love on each other. Hakeem is here. Hey, Hakeem. He's gonna come and get your close up. I hope he's getting your best side. Let him know if it's the right side or the left side. But if you me, it's both sides. So listen, we good. Shout out to my baby girl, Nikki J. This is DJ Nikki J. She will be providing all of our sounds for tonight, or for this brunch, this midday. And I love you guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Williams, Atlanta Realty, Hotel Group here in Atlanta, Georgia.
My name is Hitachi Alexander. I'm the owner of the Yoni Pop Experience, and I have a t-shirt line called Determined as Fuck.
Hello, my name is Tion Bailey. I am an inspiring purpose coach and motivational speaker. Stay tuned. Let me get y'all. I'm recording for my YouTube channel.
Brunch, the first one of the year. It's February, so we are starting off early. We are not playing no games. And I think 3 days is Women's History Month, so what a great way to end Black History Month.
Thank you, thank you.
About that.
CV1?
Yes, ma'am.
I had that with you.
Y'all want to speak on the camera? Introduce your brand.
Okay, well, I'm Ariel Robinson. I am a content creator on TikTok and Instagram at Sincerely Ariel, if y'all want to follow me. But we're here at House of Heels for Maya Simone. She is a radio personality, brand ambassador, but for Hot 1079. So this is her baby right here. Oh, do you? I'm like, your face is looking like it's given.
It is called Determined Beats because, as I stated earlier, I have a t-shirt line called Determined as Fuck.
I love it. And this one right here is a content creator.
Hey, y'all.
Period. You see her? She ain't playing with y'all.
Can we guys give it up for Momo? Don't leave. If you guys don't know, this woman is so awesome. She is a beacon of light in our community that we need so much. Her daytime show is the Mo Show. She's amazing. So I just wanted to give it up one more time for Mo. And thank you to each and every woman who has been here. This is amazing to see the turnout, to see all of our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women. I am like pleased and honored to be here. I'm not going to take long, but I do have something good that I want to share with everyone. Like, we all are the same. We've all probably experienced, me, I can sit here and say I'm a woman who overcame sexual abuse from my brothers and sisters, physical abuse from my brothers and sisters on a daily basis from the age of 1 to 7. Every day I got beat. Every day I was being touched, overcame it, thought I was strong. Moved here to Atlanta, guess what, boom, breast cancer, beat it not once, but twice. Both my breasts, thank you. So as Mo talks about our health and how important it is, I completely transformed my life, how I eat, how I exercise, how I think. Women, we like to be the strong women, and we carry everything in our mind and on our shoulders, on our back. Stress. Stress is such a huge proponent of receptors to cancer. So please, please, please just always make sure, and I know we talk about this all the time, self-care. And somewhere in here, my girl Mecca, who we do these self-care Saturdays. Self-care is all about women taking care of ourselves, and there's nothing wrong with taking care of
Marriage counselor. She is also a minister, am I correct? She is a beautiful woman. Stand a little further away, she's really tall. I know I'm small. I actually met Cassandra Villar through social media. I don't know how we became connected, but it was something about her smile when I seen her post. I said, I'm gonna follow her, I'm gonna reach out to her. She has been on the Mo Show. She is amazing speaker.
To be here, and you know, what do you think is the most important relationship you have? Come on now. It is the relationship that you have with yourself, because how you see yourself is going to be how you experience your relationships. And so what we see is that, you know, heart disease is the #1 killer of Black women, right? And so we've been strong for too long. We've been carrying this cape that has said we have to be.
And let me see, some things I love about her is her confidence, her spirit to get it done. She walks in the room and she plays no games. This is Devon Reeves. I'll let her tell you more about herself.
Y'all give that no quick. Y'all ladies are so gorgeous today in red, don't you? And happy Black History Month, y'all. Yes. Well, thank you again for the introduction real quick. My name is Devon Reeves. I am the president and founder of the Bond Group. We are a consulting firm, so I teach people who look like us in this room how to get into hotel ownership. I am also the co-owner of 3 hotels across 2 different states. And I recently launched a crowdfunding platform called Vestor, where you can invest in commercial real estate as well as raise capital for commercial real estate, including hotels. But probably my favorite job out of my many jobs, I am a mom to a 4-year-old. So my cousin, she is watching my video for me. So today, I want to talk about hotel ownership, right? That's like my favorite topic. I don't even have to prepare for that. I just get it on talk about it. Okay. So how many people, before you probably even heard of me, how many people knew that you can invest in hotels? That's more than I thought. I love it. I love it. Every time I go to different rooms and speak about this, I'm seeing more and more hand raised, so I feel really good. So there are actually
actually, a lot of people think that how many people think you need to have millions and billions and billions of dollars to invest in hotels? Okay, that's good. That's good. Because that lets me know that you know it's possible. So that's what I'm here to talk about. So it's actually 4 different ways that you can invest in hotels without having somebody else go ahead and get that notepad out. Somebody give y'all some free game real quick. All right, the first way and probably the easiest way that you can invest in hotels is through REITs. It's called Real Estate Investment Trust. So think of it as kind of like a stock portfolio, and it basically what happens, you can invest in hotels, you can invest in multifamily, but today, of course, we're talking about hotels. So there's actually about 18 different lodging REITs that you can invest in. There's one that's black owned, it's ROJ Trust, and actually the CEO is a woman, black woman. And they actually own most of the hotels for black folks. But you can actually start investing in REITs with as little as like $11. Right? Now, you're not gonna be money overnight. So don't be like, hey, wait a minute.
97.5 in the middays, 10 to 3, but listen to me instead. But for real, this girl right here, if you see her body, it's amazing. She's a fitness coach, and she's gonna give us some ways that we can get our bodies together too. And she's like, oh gosh darn it, I should skip this one. I know. We just have to put it in our mind to do it. So we're gonna give her a good 5 or so minutes to catch us up on some quick ways we can stay active.
Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Everybody looks so amazing. Again, I'm Jackie Page from Magic 107.5, 97.5, the real sound of Atlanta. I'm on 10 to 3, Monday through Friday. And like the beautiful Mo Quick said, I am, when I'm not on the radio, I am a personal trainer, Zumba instructor, group fitness instructor, nutrition coach. I feel like I'm missing something, I always do, but fitness is my passion. So I saw people like, when she said, ooh, fitness, y'all like, oh gosh, so instead of giving tips, I just want to open the floor for questions, because I know a lot of people have questions when it comes to health and fitness. In all transparency, my fitness journey started out of a place of me not liking what I saw in the mirror. And I felt like I needed to do something about it, and I did. It started with Zumba, which is my baby. That is the thing that I absolutely love. And then it continued on to boot camp, HIIT, and now I'm a personal trainer. So what questions do we have about health and fitness? Be completely honest, be completely transparent. This is a open space, so we'll start here.
Okay, so I'm on my 21-day fasting right now. I didn't start a detox yet.
Okay.
I'm just started on it, but I took the pills. Is it more healthy to take the pills or more herbal way?
For a detox, me personally, I don't believe in detoxes, and that's just because your body is going to detox itself if you drink water and if you eat, your fruits and your vegetables. Right. I know detox, they work for people, but a lot of that is because it is a quick fix. You pull away from everything, so when you pull away from everything, of course, you're going to lose water weight, you're going to lose weight, but the minute that you get back to living your life the way you usually do, you notice that a lot of that comes back on. So, me personally, I say just get into the water, start eating your fruits and vegetables, your body will detox itself, and start working out. It's going to do what it's supposed to do. It hits me the wrong way. Anyway, all of these things, core exercises are going to be the best. Just because when you do have that surgery, and that's going to be honestly for all moms, just because when you do get pregnant, your core is stressed out, moved to the side, doing some flips and all that type of stuff. So core exercises are going to be really great. Plank holds, any type of plank that you could do, I say get into a plank holds, reverse plank holds, side planks, all of that stuff is going to be great. If I'm like, is there a mat? Because I would get on the ground and check this. Dead bugs, anything like that are going to be great for new moms, if you had a C-section, and honestly for anybody when it comes to strengthening the core. The core is the foundation of a lot of what we do, and you'll notice that people do exercises and they're kind of off, or the stabilization is kind of crazy, and a lot of that is because the core isn't where it needs to be. So now,
Young girls from ages 5 to 17 how to DJ, produce, and engineer. And I'm so excited to be developing the Atlanta chapter. So if anybody out there got kids is a DJ engineer.
Hey, DJ.
But I'm really excited.
Thank you.
Instagram is girlsmakebeats, and my personal Instagram is Miss MISSMARIA820. So Miss Maria 820. Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming. I had a latecomer who I would love to introduce herself. You know, we like to put those on blast. Hi, ladies. You be in the mirror a little too long. If you could please stand up and give us some of your glory, Ms. B. Everybody, yeah, give us some of
Here you go, boy. What am I supposed to say with Mike?
No, can I have a question? Hi everyone, my name is Maya Butler. I'm a native of Atlanta, Georgia. I am a tax specialist. I am a part of a health and wealth company called Envision You, and I'm an all-around serial entrepreneur. So I am just so thankful for you, Mo, for having this. This is an amazing event. Anytime I see black women in the room together, like-minded, y'all coming out, y'all feel good. Can y'all say, I feel good? I feel good. I look good. I look good. I love it. I love the energy. I really do. And I just love having positive energy around me. And just so thankful for my girls coming to see me, Envision You. I appreciate y'all. And what you want me to tell the people? Y'all can please follow me at Life with Maya, MYIA_B. Oh, and I just did a little TV show. Go check me out on TV One. Asking for a friend. Okay.
you. Ain't she so gorgeous, y'all? Yes. Okay, before we get going with another speaker, we're going to do the youngest in the room. Please stand, darling. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Queen Kamara. Most of y'all might know me. If you don't, you can follow me on Instagram at Queen Kamara. I basically do everything: acting, YouTube. I'm getting into gaming. I made Forbes 30 under 30. Pretty much do everything. I just wanted to introduce myself and hope you're having a great time. And thank you, Mo.
Isn't she so cute? Now I would like to introduce someone to the stage. She goes by Miss Donnie Wiggins. She is going to speak into us on what it really takes to get a network and keep a network. Everyone says your network is your net worth. This is your net worth. But first of all, how do you get a good one? And then when the years go by and they forget your name, how do you stop that from happening? So Donnie is going to speak into us. Please welcome her to the stage, Miss Donnie Wiggins. Is it still morning? No, good afternoon, ladies. How's everybody doing? Okay, we're not going to be able to do anything with this energy. So I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna come over here, and then I'm gonna just, because my feet hurt, I'm gonna come back real quick. Good afternoon, ladies. How's everybody feeling? If we are feeling like money right now, say I feel like money. If we are feeling healthy, say I am feeling healthy. And if we are feeling like this is the year that we are going to redeem ourselves, we are taking back our power, we are taking back our glory, we are taking back our dreams, we are taking back our empowerment, we are taking back our motivation, and we taking back everything they said we couldn't have, and we coming to get it anyway. Somebody say redemption. Redemption. All right, I'm with you. All right, okay, let's go ahead and get started. My name is Donnie Wiggins, you guys. I am a business development strategist and coach. That essentially means that I help entrepreneurs start, grow, and scale their businesses. Anybody in here, raise your hand if you're an existing entrepreneur. Hands up high for me. Oh, that's the whole room. Raise your hand if you're not yet existing, but you are an aspiring entrepreneur. Okay, it might be easier for me to do this. Raise your hand if you have no interest in entrepreneurship, period. Let's give it up for y'all CEOs. Say, this is my year of 1 million. This is my year of 1 million. And if you're thinking really big, say, this is my year of 10 million. This is my year of 10 million. Mo, can I change it up just a little bit? Because I didn't know how many entrepreneurs were in the room, and I wanted to talk to y'all about networking. So I'm going to say real quick, come in here, network, meet meet somebody, remember them, follow up. Y'all good on that part? Can I tell y'all some things that I did right as an entrepreneur to build a multiple seven-figure business? All right, so I had pulled up some notes that I was taking in the back of the room. 10 things I did right as an entrepreneur. You guys want to write this down. It will help you to collapse the time frame from where you are right now to where you want to be. The very first thing that I did was hire a coach. Hire a coach. Very, very, very important. Now, this is the very first thing that I did right. It's not necessarily the first thing that I did. I spent a lot of years trying to do this by myself. Anybody had a lot of false starts? Anybody relying on YouTube? You spend more hours on YouTube than you had at work this month? Absolutely. So I did a lot of that. I was queen of DIY, and while it was working for me, I did make a little bit of money. It was not the type of money that I was looking for. Somebody said I'm looking for big money. I'm looking for big money. That's right. So I'm going to recommend that you hire a coach. And when you were doing that, you were looking for a coach with receipts. If you're looking for a coach, go ahead and take my picture. With receipts, take my picture 2 times. All right. Okay, next thing is you want to be transparent and authentic. I cannot stress this enough. I don't care if you sell hair, you sell shoes, you sell coaching, you sell consulting. I don't care what it is that you do. You want to be transparent and authentic. For example, I had a client last year who came to me. She was trying to launch her wig line. And she couldn't figure out how to sell these wigs because everybody and their mom and dad, maybe uncle too, were selling wigs, right? So she's like, how do I get these wigs sold? And I'm like, well, what's your ideal market? And she said, well, I really want to sell wigs to women who are suffering from some kind of a hair loss, a medical hair loss situation. And I understand in business that you are usually a version of your ideal audience. Write that down. Something that you are doing, something about your business, is usually a version of the woman that you've been before. And so I said, well, do you suffer from any type of hair loss issues? And she said, yes. I have alopecia, I'm balding in the middle, and I said, well, girl, get on Instagram and take the wig off. Take the wig off. Show women who feel just like you, who are lacking confidence, they need to improve their self-esteem, they feel away, they feel intimidated by the bald spot in the middle of their head. Show them your transformation. And then so she started to take the wigs off, and she would show what it looked like beforehand and then the after, and would you believe she went on to make 7 figures after that? Simply by being transparent and authentic. I have built my entire brand being exactly who I am. So if any of you guys are familiar with me, I'm also the co-host of a very well-known podcast. It's maybe well-known to me. It might be small in this room. I don't know. The Social Proof Podcast, entrepreneurship podcast, you guys. And what I have done, what we've been able to do is be completely ourselves. So if you see me somewhere speaking like this on stage, you saw that on the podcast too. If you see me somewhere having a little drink in my hand and the cup is clear, it's not water. It is not water. Your girl gets busy, okay? And I get busy on the dance floor too, but the point is, you cannot embarrass me and be like, girl, that's your business coach. Did you see her twerking? Showed it. Did you see her upside down in the handstand? I'm just playing, I don't do that anymore. All right. Number 3, I'm giving you 10. I gotta move quick. Mo said I had 5 minutes. Monetize your moment. That means that when you finally have an offer, when you finally made a sale, you don't slow down. When you made your income goal for the month, you don't slow down. You acknowledge, you celebrate, you go out and have a little drink because I believe in celebrating your wins consistently, but you get back to it. When you make 1 sale, you figure out how to do the same thing 10 times to make 10 sales. When you hit that goal, you increase the goal, you don't slow down for the rest of the month. You have to maximize your moment. Monetize your moment. Monetize the momentum, because in business, there's a new business popping up on social media, on the web, on the internet, and everywhere. Every corner you go to, there's a new business popping up. So while you're hot, you better maximize that moment. I hear y'all talking a lot about like soft life. Choreo, don't get mad, but it's cute. You cannot live a soft life until you do some hard work. All right? There is some hard work that's going to be required of you in order to prepare you for this soft life. All right? Number 4, anticipate what's next. So right now, a lot of you, most of the room, raise your hand. You're already business owners. Have you thought about what's next for you when this particular offer starts to slow down? when this particular information that you're selling starts to become outdated, when this particular product goes out of style, have you thought about what's next for you? Are you studying your industry? Remain a student of your industry so you can look at trends and determine what's next. Because if you're always waiting for your competitor to give you the what's next, you will never be the innovator in your industry. All right? Number 5, increase your price. Somebody say the price just went up. If you really believe that, stand up when you hear you say the price just went up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. You guys, when I first started as a business coach, y'all sit down. When I first started as a business coach, y'all believe that my very first price was something like $97 a month. At that time, girl, worry about me. It is none of your business how much your customers can afford. It is your business to determine the value of the result that you offer. How much is it worth? So when I was charging people $97 a month and then they were going on to generate 6-figure businesses, do you think that that was too low of a price? Yeah. I immediately changed the price. I went to those clients, and then that number went to $300. Like, look, I gotta have a tough conversation with you. I know you're paying $97 a month, but girl, you're making $8,333 a month, 30%. I know this might be a stretch, but let me get that $300 if I need, right? And then it went up to $600. And when your girl started saying $2,500 a month, I had to have a conversation with the Lord first, just to make sure we were on. So like, God, you sure this is what you want me to charge? And then the price just kept going up again. Somebody said my price is gone up. My price is gone up. Number 6, tap into your existing gifts. I have been a serial entrepreneur, and I have started every business known to man. If it's legal, I have done it, and there's some sketchy stuff I don't want to talk about either. That's my business. Mind your business, all right? All right, so tap into your existing gifts. What does this mean? I ran from my calling for years. Everybody told me that I was the most effective communicator they've met. I'm talking about I was your go-to for receiving and reviewing and editing resumes. If somebody has to write a speech, I'm the go-to for that. Back in the day when we were in school, I graduated like 6 years ago. And I would always, first of all, okay. On my report card, I would always get straight A's and B's. But there was that, what was it, the attitude column, the behavior column. And they would always say, well, she does really well in school, but she's way too talkative. So my teacher was always moving my seat up to the front of the room. My teacher was always moving my seat next to her by her desk. Now, Mrs. Dean, I get paid 7 figures to talk too much. Tap into your existing gifts. What is it that you are doing right now that you can monetize? What can you monetize on a larger level by leveraging your gifts? If you don't know what your gifts are, I suggest that you do the following. I suggest that you send a message to about 5 people who know you very well. You're going to send this text message. My business coach has me doing an exercise. If I were to start a brand new business from scratch right now, what would you think it would be about? What type of business do you think I would start? Send that message. Second message. What are the 3 things that you know 100% you can go to me for? What am I the go-to for? What's going to happen is that you're going to get some very common answers. Very common answers. And you're going to take those answers, and it's not going to be about what you think about yourself. I think I should be on somebody's runway top modeling. The whole entire industry did not agree with me. So it's not about how cute you think you are, how talented you think you are. What are other people seeing in you that you may be overlooking? And the only reason you're overlooking it is because you're so good at it. It's something that you would do for free. That is your $1 million breakthrough right there. What would I do for free every single day? Let me hurry up, guys. 3 minutes? Mom? Good. Okay. Number 7, collaboration. Collaboration. Somebody said it gets gooder. When you make money, you can make up words too. And I want you to do that on a regular basis. It gets, for y'all, it's looking real basic. It gets good. It gets gooder. See, by yourself, you're good. With others, you're gooder. Collaborate. You're in this room, moments you're networking. Who's met somebody in this room that they see value in right now? Who's gonna remember them in 12 months? Couple hands went down. Here's what I want you to do. In this room, you have your future business partner, your future collaborator, your future coach, mentor, whatever. Take a picture, a selfie with that person. Put it in your group chat right now.
So come on, I can take a picture with you?
Hey girl! Take a picture with that person. All you're doing is this, and you're sending that to each other so you will never forget this moment. Under their contact, put some information in the notes section about why you bonded with them. Shoes were fly, that red lip was banging, dress was this, she talks about government contract, and she talks about investing in hotels. She helps me get to the purpose bag. Whatever it is, write that in your notes because the opportunity might not be today. It could be in 3 months. And people love when you remember something about them. That's a power networking play. Also, don't run around this room trying to meet everybody. Find out who you need to meet and meet them. Raise your hand if you're a valuable asset in this room. Okay, it's too many of y'all. Just pick somebody. We might need to quantify what valuable asset means to you, right? Anytime I go to a networking event, I determine what I need right now in this season. Who do I need? What type of person do I need? Am I looking for partners, mentors, coaches, and I'm trying to find that person. I understand that the speakers in front of the room are not the people that I really need to meet. I need to meet that person right next to me. That person right next to me is also very valuable, and guess what? A whole lot more accessible. Number 8, give information away for free. Y'all be so tight with the information. Well, if I tell it, then I can't sell it. Yes, you can. I'll go on Instagram Live for 2 hours, give you my whole framework. Guess what? None of y'all gonna do anything with it. You're just gonna be inspired. So you gotta come pay me anyway. Give this information away for free. If you sell wigs, you sell shoes, get on Instagram and demonstrate your product. What does it do? How fabulous does it look? Girl, let me show you these feet. Okay, this is what's going on with these shoes. If you have a framework for how to do something, tell everybody for free. Nobody is going to piece your information together. And if they do, they deserve it. Ask for a testimonial. If you're able to put your entire 7-figure business together off of my free information, you deserve it. Just shoot your girl an email and say, this is what I did. Because you're going on the website. All right? Number 9, perfect your process. Never stop perfecting your process. Whatever you're doing right now can get better. And then it can get better after that, and get better after that. That goes back to staying a student of your industry. Number 10, love people. Meaning lead with love. Doesn't matter what industry you're in, integrity needs to always be at an all-time high. Integrity needs to always be at an all-time high. You can become successful with low integrity. You will not remain successful with low integrity. So before you put a product out, before you put a service out, before you do anything, make sure you're asking yourself, do I feel good about this? Does this really help people get the result that I wanted them to get? Are they really going to be helped in this information? Ask yourself, will I invest this dollar amount in this information? All right? And then I'm going to give you a bonus real quick. Leverage other people's money. You are working too hard if you are trying to fund your business out of your bank account. You might have to start that way. But this is why it's so important to not accept things like Cash App for payment. Because if you don't have a real merchant, that merchant can't see that you're doing business and they can never offer you any funding. So for most of you who run online businesses, I would recommend that you are utilizing Square and Stripe, because after you run a certain amount of transactions over a period of time, they will give you more money. In 2020, Stripe offered me $83,000 with a 20% interest payback. Y'all think I took that? Somebody said, not with that interest. Girl, when you get money, you don't care about interest. Pay the people back early. I take advantage of all capital. I'm not concerned with the interest rate because I'm going to pay you back before the interest hits. But I took that $83,000, hired an operations manager, and then went on to add another 7 figures of stream of revenue to my business. Was that a wise decision? I didn't have the money that it took to hire an operations person who's actually skilled at being an operations person. I was piecing it together bit by bit, but that $83,000 opened up another opportunity. So let me take that whole $83,000, put it in a separate payroll account just for him, pay him from that account. These are the things that I need you to do. I'm going to leverage other people's money by investing in you so you can help me run this company and add another 7 figures. Is it fair to take an $83,000 loan out, maybe pay them back $90,000 to make over $1 million? Do not be afraid to leverage other people's money. In fact, you have to. It's going to be really, really difficult to get rich without it. I am Donnie Williams. You guys can find me. Thank you. My Instagram is DONNIWIGGINS_. I train and develop coaches, consultants, and course creators specifically. And that is through my program called Six Figure Accelerator, sixfigureaccelerator.edu.com. And then I work with other entrepreneurs that are in various industries on a one-on-one level, but it's only in the scale phase of your business, not one-on-one for beginners. That's all I got, Mo.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, we love you!
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm gonna come around, wait till y'all finish. Hello, ma'am. I'm vlogging.
I'm doing a quick video. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna ask me something?
Hey, huh?
What do you want me to say? You gonna ask me
You
something?
can say anything you want to say. Introduce yourself.
Okay. Hey guys, I am Coriel, host of the Girl Stop Playing podcast, and we are here at an amazing brunch today, raising awareness for heart disease. Excited to be here with so many beautiful Black women.
It is here to talk to us as though all is well, and we all know if you have a newborn, woo, she probably did not sleep at all last night. But she is here and looking gorgeous. Please help me welcome Coriel to the stage. She is a Black woman queen, bringing us together, speaking into us. She's going to speak to us about purpose. Purpose will help guide your life in the right direction, and I am so excited to give you this mic. Thank you for coming, Co.
Good afternoon, ladies. So yes, I have a 3-week-old at home, but what Mo doesn't know is I couldn't wait to get out of that house. It gave me an excuse, so I am excited to be here. I hope that y'all are having a wonderful time. I'm appreciative of Donnie, of getting y'all kind of hyped up. She's real good at doing that, and so I am excited to be here. Honored that Mo asked me to be a part of this event. So the way that I even came in contact with Mo, I had recently released a book. It's called Nobody's Coming to Save You. And it is a book full of inspirational stories from Black women who look just like you all, who have been through something. Anybody in this room been through something?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody in this room been through something to the point where you were like on the floor in the fetal position, you praying to God, asking for help, telling him, I promise if you just get me through this one thing. We be lying, y'all. We be doing a whole bunch of lying, a whole bunch of promising. But this book literally breaks down 8 stories from 8 Black women with different backgrounds, women who have been in that situation and figured out nobody's coming. Not a man, not a job, not a savior. Nobody's coming. You have to figure out how to pull yourself up, discover your purpose, and save yourself. And so I went to Mo's show to talk about that book. And so that's how we got connected. That's how I ended up here in front of you all. But my favorite pastime, y'all, is helping Black women discover their purpose. I love it. It's my favorite thing to do because I was once a 2nd and 3rd grade teacher. Any educators in the building? Okay, I knew I had a couple at least. And I never thought that I will be able to discover my purpose outside of what I was being paid to do. Can anybody relate to that? Maybe you have a degree in something and you're like, this is the only thing that I can do. Maybe you have a title and you're like, this is the only thing that I'm gonna be able to do. And so breaking out of that box of being in the classroom and really discovering my life purpose, which of course is still rooted very much so in education, has been a life changer for me. And so I love any time that I have the opportunity to just impart some words of inspiration and encouragement for other Black women who want to do the same. Little Harriet Tubman, right? I feel like Harriet Tubman, the spirit of Harriet is in me because I found my freedom and now I get to go back and help other Black women discover their freedom too. So, like Donnie, I got some notes. The teacher in me, y'all. I couldn't get up here without something, okay? So I do have some notes that I want to share with y'all. I only have a couple minutes. Before I get into these 10 things that I've learned over the last 10 years as an entrepreneur, really quickly, my name is Coriel. I am the host of the Girl Stop Playing podcast. It's all about encouraging Black women just like you to stop playing with their potential and start working for what you want in life and in love. One thing about me is I have always been super intentional with the fact that yes, I want to make some money, but I always knew that I wanted some honey to go with my money. So I'm really, really big on helping to encourage Black women to understand that you truly can't have it all if that's what you want, if that's what you desire. But at the root of that, a lot of times, is your purpose. So 10 things that I learned over these last 10 years, 10 things that I wish someone would have told me that would have made my journey a little bit easier. All right, so number one, and y'all, I'm God's girl, so if you're offended by that, I apologize in advance. But number one, your source, and I said source specifically because your source is your source, but your source has already secured your position. Your job is to discover your purpose, because I do believe that your purpose is tied to that position. Your paycheck is tied to your purpose. So your job is to discover your purpose. But whoever you serve, whoever you subscribe to, whoever you believe is your higher power, they've already secured it for you. So looking on the gram to feel good about yourself, looking for someone else's words of encouragement to feel good about yourself, they're always gonna fall short. Again, nobody's coming to save you, so you have to understand your source has already secured your position. Your job, your only job during this lifetime is to discover your purpose. Number two, there's something that you are called to do beyond what they call you. And when I say what they call you, I mean your title. So you might be a mama, you might be a best friend, a soror, doctor, somebody, an attorney. A lot of things that we like to talk about that we do because it makes us feel good. Well, I've accomplished these things, but your purpose, I believe, is not usually tied to those things. It's not tied to your title. Doesn't matter what your degree is in or if you don't have a degree. Your purpose stretches beyond that. Third thing I wish I would have known is that your purpose often leaves clues from your past. And so when I got started as an entrepreneur and my old coworkers would literally hit me up like, how did you get out of here? As if we were like in jail together. They're like, how did you get free? How did you do it? One of the questions people would always ask me is like, how do you discover your purpose? Like, I don't know what it is. Has anybody thought that thought? Like, I don't know. I know I'm supposed to do something, but God, what is it? One thing that I had to learn is that your purpose isn't always like rainbows and sunshines and fairy tales and things that make you feel good and happy. A lot of time, and I've had this conversation with a lot of women, a lot of time your purpose is rooted in pain. It's rooted in something that you've been through. It's rooted in something, I think Donnie said, your ideal customer is like a version of yourself, a version of the woman you once were. That is so true. A lot of times your purpose is rooted in like the most painful thing you've ever experienced. And I believe that pain is in vain unless you pull your purpose out of it. Otherwise, what'd you go through that thing for? If you can't now help somebody else get through it a little bit easier or avoid going through it at all, then you just did that for no reason. So a lot of times, instead of looking for the things that you're just so excited and happy and make you feel good, that's your passion. Those are usually things that you're passionate about, but your purpose a lot of times is rooted in your pain because you went through that thing so that somebody else can be saved. Some things are seasonal. Hello, somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Look, men's, friends, money, positions, business. Most things, I shouldn't even say some, most things are seasonal. And so you cannot be stressed out when the seasons change. And we know some seasons are full of sunny days, but some seasons have what? Rain. Woo, a whole lot of rain. It's cold out here sometimes, right? It's dry. out here sometimes. So you can't be stressed out when the seasons change. You gotta be willing to let that thing go. Which brings me to the next point. Your purpose will always allow you to pivot. When COVID hit, who in this room was an entrepreneur when COVID hit? Okay, put your hands down. Which of you entrepreneurs in this room had to make a pivot when COVID hit? How many of y'all wanted to? None of us, right? We did not have a choice. That was the one time in most of our lives that we did not have a choice in the matter at all. Doesn't matter what you want to do, it's about what you have to do. And so that is a great example of having to pivot. I don't feel like it, I don't want to, but it's like you're gonna cry about it or you're gonna boss up. First of all, I'm gonna do both. But that's one season. That's one example that I love, that we all have that common thread. Like we all experience that in different ways. But that to me is the perfect illustration of the fact that we have to be willing to pivot. Not just willing to pivot, but ready to pivot. Because you gotta get right or you're gonna get rolled over, right? So you have to be willing to pivot. You also have to understand that your purpose, and a lot of people get this confused, you can pivot with your purpose because your purpose isn't a product. It's not a program that you created. Your purpose is beyond all of those things. And sometimes there's different versions of your purpose. You're living it and you're delivering it, you're fulfilling it in different ways, but it's still rooted in the same thing. So whether I'm teaching second and third graders, whether I am teaching on my podcast, whether I'm doing an online class, whether I have an opportunity to speak in front of a room like this, it's still rooted in education. I'm still living out my life's purpose. But I want to be able to pivot and live out that purpose in a way that serves me, and I'm not just serving it. Because we're not starting businesses to be slaves, right? We're getting out of jobs because we don't want to be slaves. So we don't want to enslave ourselves. So the moment you start to feel like this thing is sucking the life out of you, it's time to make a move. It's time to make a change. All right, number 6. When you are following your purpose, put a star next to this one. Most people won't get it and they won't be able to see it. So when I was little and my parents took me to the eye doctor, and they have you read the chart, and then if your eyes are bad, they say you're either nearsighted or you're farsighted, right? I like to think that the people on the outside of us, we're visionaries, right? The people in this room, we're visionaries. I can see it. There's some stuff I got in my mind, in my imagination that God has told me is coming. But baby, you might think I'm crazy if I start telling you about it. I'm the visionary. This is my vision. And I like to say, no shade, but y'all are nearsighted. You can only see what's right in front of you. My vision, I'm farsighted. I can see, it don't even exist yet, right? I can see so far into the future because I have faith in the things that I know that God has promised me. But a lot of the people around you, they're not gonna see it. Not that they don't want to, they literally cannot see it. And most of the time when they can't see the vision for themselves, they surely can't see a vision for you. So don't take it personal, okay? Next thing I want to share with you all, because a lot of people want to know, like, how do I get paid from this purpose? So this is like my practical tip. Everything else is like, let me make y'all feel good, give y'all some words of encouragement. This is a practical tip if you want to get paid from your purpose. I like to live by lists. So anytime I'm thinking of something, transitioning, pivoting, I make a list. It helps me to think through things, okay? So 3 lists that you can make if you're trying to figure out what your purpose is and how to get paid from it. The first list is your list of natural gifts, skills, and talents. What are the things that you've been doing for as long as you can remember? There are clues. Literally, you were a little girl doing something that I know you're still doing right now. Even if it was just putting on your mama's high heels. You probably super fly to this day. Right? It's little clues of things that you've been doing your entire life before you even realize what you were doing. So make a list of those things that come natural to you. The things that people always ask you for help with. Like you are the coworker that people always come to for this thing. All of us got something that people always look to us for advice on or help with. So that's your first list. The second list is figuring out from that first list, what are the top 3 things? The top 3 things that bring you joy from that first list. Because again, we're not running away from these jobs to enslave ourselves doing something that's just gonna stress us out. Like we could go to work for that. So what brings you joy? What are 3 things from that first list that actually bring you joy? Forget everything else, because we don't want to do the things that we just could be doing. But what are the things that we're actually going to get joy from? And then lastly, who are the people that need the things? Who are the people that need the things? So if you can figure out the people who need what you have, that's how you can get paid. Okay, so who needs what you have? Now this next one is hard to do in the age of Instagram, and I'm about to wrap it up. But you gotta learn how to keep your eyes on your own prize. You gotta keep your eyes on your own prize. One question that I like to ask myself every time I'm coming up with my next big idea is this a God idea or is this a gram idea? Because we're all scrolling all down Instagram. And then we think, oh, we done came up with something. No, you just saw that. You just saw that 2 posts back. That was not your idea. You're going to spend your last little dollar to pull that thing off. And then it's going to flop and you're going to wonder why. Because that was not for you. So I ask myself this. You can ask yourself. Is this a God idea or a gram idea? Where is this coming from? What is this rooted in? What is my true intention? So keep your eyes on your own prize. The things that are part of your purpose. The things that you are being called to do. Number 9, there is someone somewhere who I believe there's someone somewhere who's literally been up late at night praying to God for the thing that you have. I believe it. There's somebody whose life is not going to change until you answer the call. And they're going to pay you for it. They just don't know about you yet. You're just too scared. You're sitting on your blessing. Don't fumble your blessing this year. It's almost March, y'all. It's flying already. Q1 is almost over. Do not fumble your blessing this year. Lastly, this is my last little word of encouragement. I do want you to write it down, put a reminder in your phone, put it somewhere. When it gets tough, and I said when, not if, because life be lifing, right? I need for you to remember that baby steps are still ordered steps. Even if you gotta crawl across the finish line, just keep going. Just keep going. The only difference between the people who we all know and love, the influencers, the celebrities, the people who are quote unquote winning, they just didn't stop. That's it. They had their hard days, life lifed with them as well, but they cried about it and then they lost up. Please stay connected with me on Instagram. I'm at Coriel, all across social networks. That's KOEREYELLE. And please tune in to my podcast. It's called Girl Stop Playing. Season 2 is about to drop and it's getting a little juicy, okay? So if you're interested in the money and the honey, you can definitely check that out at girlstopplaying.com, no G. And on Instagram, it's girlstoppod. K-O-E. K-O-E. If you missed that first E, you can't find it. Yep, K-O-E. All right, ladies, thank you.
Thank you. Voice of me was hot, and I'm just proud that I'm able to get on this mic and speak.
That's a huge accomplishment right there. Money Maya. Look at you, Mo. Money Maya. She said she don't like to speak and she's still making the money. Okay, so I'm just here. I'm here to talk fitness, well-being. It's just so important. Like I said, I'm a mom of 4. My kids are 23, 21, 11, and 9 years old. And I started my program Empower Fitness by Maria Moore while working in radio. I don't really like to lead with my title and what I do because I know that's not what makes me special, right? We all understand that titles don't make us special. It's the content, it's who we are, it's being aligned with our purpose. But I have been doing radio for about 25 years at Hot 107.9, Magic 107.5, 97.5, and now you can hear me every weekday morning on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. And, but my main thing is my business. I've helped over 3,000 women nationwide lose weight naturally. Nothing against wraps and teas, because you know sometimes that vacation around the corner you gotta do what you gotta do. But I've always been about living a healthy lifestyle and sustainable weight loss. Nothing extreme, but just something that you can embrace and own. And I just want to talk a little bit today about how your overall wellness, what you put into your body, how you move your body, rest, right? We have any team 4 or 5 hours of sleep in here? It's okay, be honest, right? And the voice, to let that voice out, because we all have a voice. We all have a voice, and sometimes it's a little more tough for us to get our voice out, but when you do find your avenue and your path and your channel, oh, it feels so good. Guys, this is Jasmine Milan.
I'm glad y'all are still awake.
to snatch off my lash in the back just now. I was not expecting that, but thank God for you. But I'm so grateful to be here. As Mo mentioned, my name is Jasmine Milan. I am a publicist. I own an agency called Milan 360 Strategies. I am a television producer. I work with a production company called Live Always Production. We have been responsible for a couple projects that you all may know, such as Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. We did the Surviving R. Kelly documentary on Lifetime. And most recently, we've done the Casey Anthony story that's on Peacock. So make sure you guys go and stream that. We are still the #1 show on that platform. Thank you. And also, more importantly, I'm a Women of Tomorrow. So I'm the co-host of the Women of Tomorrow video podcast. And Women of Tomorrow is so special to me because that is a space that we carved out particularly to highlight the complexities of being a woman. Because one of the things that I've noticed is that people will tell you, you can't be godly and be sexual. You can't be mom and be CEO, or you can't be a highly successful and accomplished woman and struggle with your mental health. And that's my story. So I am a publicist, I'm a television producer, I do all of these amazing things, but I also have anxiety disorder. I've been diagnosed with mild depression. I've attempted suicide twice in the past 10 years, and I'm still here. And I'm grateful to be here. I know some people in the room might be like, girl, that was a lie, you should have kept that. But that's my story, and it's important for me to be on a platform like Women of Tomorrow where I continually share that story and highlight the stories of other women, because there's someone in the room that might want to be a publicist or a television producer or have their own podcast, and they need to see the challenges that I go through. Because if we always make it look pretty and glamorous and red carpets, then when you start to struggle, they're going to be like, well, it don't look like that for Jasmine, so I'm doing it wrong. You know, or maybe this isn't for me. So my message to you all really quickly is to just make sure that you're owning your story and that you give that to someone, because it is necessary. I thank God that you were able to stand up and be vulnerable and share your tears with us, because there was somebody else that came into this room carrying something.
This yellow that you bring it out. She's bringing in the sunshine. It's great to meet you in person.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mo, for just creating this space and this forum for women to come together. Let's give Mo a round of applause again, ladies. And thank you for having me. Thank you, Angela, for having me. And I see my business coach is actually in the room, which I have some follow-up to get with Maria more. But ladies, how many of us have been through that moment where we've had to shift or pivot when it's come to our health? Have we had those moments? Yes. So for me, that moment was my junior year at Clark Atlanta University. How many HBCU alumni in the house? Okay, all right. And my father called me and said, I need for you to come home. I got to the house. My sisters were both at McEachern High School. And he said, your mother's in the hospital. She's had a heart attack. In that moment, my world changed, because my superhero, my superwoman that did everything and was always present, was in the hospital. And I remember going to Wellstar Hospital and seeing her laying in the bed. And for the first time in my life, my mother, I saw her in a weak state. And the doctor walked in the room and he said, we ran all these tests on you. We didn't really see anything, but we did your stress test. And your stress test was off the charts. It wasn't because of being obese. It wasn't because of unhealthy eating. It was because of the stress of her life, but she learned how to operate in stress. And so the doctor said, I need for you to take away some of those things that you're doing every single day. My mom was on the board for the Real Estate Association. She was managing the household, 3 girls, a real estate agent, and always present. She never missed anything of importance in any of our lives. But at the same time, wearing that superhero, superwoman cape almost killed her. And she didn't even realize it at the time, because she was having a heart attack and didn't realize it. She was like, oh, my arm is feeling kind of weird. And the truth of the fact is that 59% of African American women have heart disease. 59%. And that's when you come to the front. And Epiphany, she's an entrepreneur like most of you all, and she's trying to keep everything together. And if you'll come right up in the front too. So when people ask you about your self-care, but they can't even see you because you have all of these things going on in your life, and you're just trying to do everything and be everybody and be everywhere, I want you to be cognizant of that. Because can you all really see me? And that's not self-care. Thank you, ladies. Self-care is choosing you. And it's being unapologetic about that. It's about saying no to certain things in order to say yes to yourself. And that is okay, because your health and your life matters. And so I didn't introduce myself before I started off, but I am a self-care advocate. I do self-care summits throughout the year. That's how I got connected with Angela. My husband and I, we are passionate about keeping Black marriages together. So we do something called a Weekend for Love. And we've helped over 1,000.
She's always had 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 jobs. She is now moving into a sector of investments, and just to watch you blossom, Umi, you better go. So she's gonna take the mic.
Hello everyone, I'm going to keep it very short. I can't follow most of what came up here anyway, so I'm going to look smart by saying less. So one of the things I would definitely like to say is, she put us at the end because I'm about to break the girl code. I brought a man up here to mansplain to us what's going on. But anyway, this is my business partner, Dossie, and he's right hand. We have fun together, we do work together. He brought his beautiful wife, B, here. I just saw B. Maybe she walked it up. Oh, there she is. He brought his lovely wife here, and so, but I'm actually here wearing 2 hats. I'm gonna speak to my first hat first. I am a Medicaid provider. I do help with structured family care. That's when we can pay a family caregiver to help a Medicaid member. A lot of us take care of mom, take care of dad, take care of a sibling even, and that costs money. You know, sometimes we need a little extra help in order to do that. Medicaid just started in 2019, the Structured Family Care Program.
Has happened for us to understand exactly who we are, and it's never gonna stop because we keep getting older and we keep growing, right? So take care of yourself, your mind. God, your mind is so serious how important your mind is. Your heart. I don't know what you guys got going on, but know your value. You are worthy for whatever your mind can believe. Anything that you think or you've been exposed to, you can have, because that's why you was exposed to it. Okay? So I love you all. You guys are all amazing, beautiful women. Thank you guys for just letting me just be myself and share my space with y'all. I feel so good to be here with y'all. Follow me at PMC Marketing. That's my marketing company if you want to know a little bit more. But I would love to connect with each and every one of you guys. And I wish you guys luck. Literally, guys, prioritize these things I told y'all. Put God first. You will never go wrong. Okay?
I thought you were number 15. Hey y'all, I am finally back home from the Women's Empowerment Brunch. Very, very great event. A bunch of wonderful women in the building just coming together to network, empower, do all of those wonderful things. I wanted to bring y'all along with me because, you know, like I told you earlier before, I am creating a space for myself in these rooms. And I wanted y'all to come along with me because we're empowering the women this year. So I wanted to bring y'all along with me. Oh, she's talking. I wanted to bring y'all along with me. I went ahead and took my jacket off. I should have showed y'all the full fit, but I'ma just upload some pictures. Add some pictures. Pink with the pink Michael Kors purse, as well as the pink heels. Listen, they off now because my feet, that was kind of hurting. I don't know what this little black line in the middle of this camera is. I don't like it. It only does that in like certain parts of the house. But that's the end of this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned because there's more to come. Bye.